So I got tagged. I got tagged in a video by my pals over at That Game Show to do a video response to a question. But I guess I should probably answer the question. And that question is, what are your video game collecting goals? Now, there's not really a straightforward answer to this for me. If you had asked me this question 3 years ago when I first really started collecting, I think it would have been a very drastically different answer than what you'll get today. I never really thought that my collection would get to the point where it is now, ever. I really like collecting, and it's something I really enjoy, so I've been doing it a lot. Collecting video games makes me feel good. It reminds me of those Saturday mornings where I would just wake up, eat cereal, watch cartoons, and then I'd just sit and play the Super Nintendo all day until I got yelled at to come down for dinner. It's just that magical childhood place that's trapped in these cartridges. So every time I walk into my game room and I take a look around, I get to feel that again. Just a little bit. Every time I walk into this room, it kind of takes me back to that place where I can kind of forget about my worries and my problems of everyday life and just sit down and relax. And it's not just tied to things that I used to have when I was a kid either. Like, I really enjoy going to the flea markets and finding like stacks of games I've never heard of before, and just finding stuff like that out in the wild and being able to almost experience it like I was a kid again for the first time. It's really cool, and it's something I really enjoy doing, which it really is the reason it keeps me doing the collection and even doing the videos that I'm doing. So now back to the actual question. My goals are pretty vague in reality. I like to have a catalog of games to go through. I like to have the great pearly peaks of perfection to the garbage bin stuff. Why do I even own this? But there's something about holding that physical cartridge, holding that real tangible thing in your hand, because to me that's part of the experience, part of the whole nostalgia. It's part of the reason I play the things that I do, because playing them through an emulator, it doesn't evoke the same feeling for me. I really need to stick it in, But this physical media that we have is gonna go away eventually. So the collection is my way of kind of preserving that. And another thing that really keeps me collecting and keeps me going on my get a wide variety approach is being able to show it to a younger generation. One of the coolest things that's happened recently is me being able to show my collection off to my nieces and my nephew, who they have no idea what any of this stuff is, and it's actually really cool to see their reactions to some of this stuff. I mean, they have crazy things on the iPhones and the tablets nowadays, but going back, it's really its own separate, unique entity playing these old games like Duck Hunt on the NES. It's really cool to show the younger generation this kind of stuff, and it's something that they're probably never going to be able to see again. But as of late, I've really been focusing on the PlayStation 1 and the Super Nintendo. These are the two systems that really hold the most meaning and memory for me. PS1 being the first system that I actually bought with my own money. I bought off of a kid in 5th grade with saving up whatever money I could scrounge, and I bought it, and it came with a copy of Digimon World. God, it's a good game. Super Nintendo and the PS1 they're the ones that hold the most special place in my heart, so those are the ones I'm really trying to expand right now. And the PlayStation 1 has such a varied library. I mean, so much good stuff on there that 90% of people have never heard of. Like, everybody goes back to the Spyro and the Crash, but where's my Incredible Crisis and Battle Hunter, huh? Nobody, no love for those. But I guess that's really it. I guess that's my answer. So I guess I gotta tag somebody else in this now. I'm gonna tag my buddy over at the channel Mega Yo-Yo. He does a lot of retro stuff where no damage boss runs and a lot of retro inspired stuff, but a lot of modern stuff too. So I'd like to see what his response would be to this. But yeah, that's it for me. I am the Salty Barnacle. That's it for me. I am the Salty Barnacle, and thank you for watching.